Good morning, everybody. Ah, feels feels like a good day to do yoga. Can't wait to be in some time zone, so it'll be morning for me, and I won't be overthinking the class all day. So, all right, today, um, last week I had said that I found full split to be my pinnacle pose. And I spoke to a few people after that still feel that handstand is, and I very much agree that both require a lot, although very different. And why handstand requires a little bit more self-awareness because it's the opposite problem, right? So gravity kind of helps you fall down into full split, so you can get injured but get there. But handstand requires a lot more proprioception. So today we're going to work on that, and I want to tie in because I think that this is, I'm thinking about it a lot. The word yoga. So in the Western sense of it, what we say like, oh, I'm going to yoga class. It means the asana practice, right? Yoga is the umbrella term for all the things under this yogic teaching, right? There's meditation and pranayama and all the yamas and niyamas, and it's like a whole guidebook to life. And so the asana practice, or what we call yoga, is just one fraction of it. So the word yoga actually means a connection or a union, to unite. And what I think is really cool about that is that it's yoga happens when you bring in all of these aspects, when you're doing the physical practice on and off the mat, when you're bringing mindfulness into your life, when you're bringing breath practice on and off the mat. It's about creating connection. And so for me, what the part that I find most interesting, and what you've probably realized at this point, is these specific little muscles, to have the proprioception, to have that body awareness, to be able to activate one specific muscle. I find fascinating. I find it empowering. I find it all the things. But the yoga part of it is, how can we connect that one muscle into other muscles? How do we connect all of these muscles in order to make a shape, to make a pose? So for something like handstand, the reason why it's so hard, because it requires so many activations of different muscles at the same time, while you're focusing on not falling on your face, to be able to do it. So it requires that connection into your body, into your mind, into your breath. Really requires that connection. So today I want to focus on a muscle, your innermost core muscle. And so when people say, oh, core strength or core class, I think most people, including myself, think of the six-pack abs, which are great and they're awesome looking, and it's, goals, but they actually are useless in terms of your physical body, the connection into your physical body, your how everything is a domino effect. So that actually just is responsible for flexion of the spine. Deep to that, you have the inner and internal and external obliques, which are like a crisscross X across the body, that help with lateral rotational flexion, right? And then deep to that, we have the transverse core, which most people cannot propriocept, hard word. Most people really have a hard time activating. Most people don't know that it exists. And most people don't realize it's the most important core muscle. And why it's also the most important core is because that's the part of the core that connects into your pelvic floor. And pelvic floor health and strength isn't just if you're pregnant. It is important for everybody. It's one of these things that is just kind of fall by the wayside, and then we just socially accept that, we have a weak pelvic floor, but it's part of that transverse core. And the transverse core, if you imagine, it's like a corset that holds all your organs in. And so if it's weak, you're tilting forward, you have an anterior tilted pelvis, and then you pulling on your low back, and you have low back pain, which pulls on your IT band that gives you leg and knee pain, right? That's what core means, that connection into the rest of your body. And so having that strength in the middle of your body is is what holds you together. And I'm realizing it even more. And I'll show you one quick thing before we get into it. I'm realizing even more how important it is now that the contents of my abdomen are spilling out. So if I'm allowing the TVA, that we're going to call it the TVA because transverse abs is a mouthful for this whole class. TVA, if I allow it to deactivate and all the contents of my abdomen go this way, it's pulling on my low back, pulling me into an anterior tilted pelvis. If I tilt my sit bones down, activate my TVA, everything's pulled in. It's like this saran wrap that's holding my organs in, and it takes away my back pain. So it doesn't matter if you're pregnant or not, for everyone, we all tilt forward. We all are sitting like this. We're not strong in our core. So we're going to work today on pulling up, and I'm going to say one more thing, make it awkward, and then we'll get rid of it. We're all women here. Okay, so we know Kegels, which is if you hug your sit bones together, and you can do this with me, hug your sit bones together, pull them up towards your pubic bone, and then release. That's a Kegel. But if we're trying to activate the pelvic floor up into the TVA, okay, you're going to visualize almost like a straw sucking up. So it's from that center, straw sucking up, okay? Then as if your hip points have magnets on them, pulling them together, and then pull your belly button back. So now one more cue, and I know everyone has different cueing that works for them. If you think of anterior tilt as like the Beyonce, let's think of the Michael Jackson. Everything's suctioning up, corseting action, pulling up, pulling belly button back. And we're going to add on to this as we move through the class, working on activating the TVA. And now let's make it really relevant for yoga, and what this practice is, why another reason why it's so important is actually it is the key, it is the secret ingredient to all handstands and flying and floating and all that lightness that you see teachers just like gripping ground and slowly lifting their legs and they're flying. It's because they're activating the TVA. That suctioning up gives lightness in your lower body. So I hope that made sense. I will continue to repeat. I want to start with laying prone, so laying on your belly, grab a hold of your blanket and make a little bolster. So you have like you're gonna have to play with size. I'm not gonna get down into it for pretty obvious reasons. But if you lower your pelvis onto it, so it's resting just between your hip points here. So you're basically creating pressure into your lower abdomen. So think between the belly button and the pubic bone to lay down, and then you can stack your hands one on top of the other, rest your forehead down. And I invite you to begin to deepen your breath. As you inhale, press your belly out into the blanket. And as you exhale, allow the blanket to fill this lower abdominal cavity. This will allow the transverse core to slowly awaken, right? To massage the inner organs that are being held by these abdominal layers. And it really helps if you visualize what's happening. I read something very interesting on how it takes about 2 weeks for you to propriocept new muscles. So if you visualize what's happening in new neuromuscular patterns into this area. So continue to breathe into your lower abdomen. And you might notice that you feel your heartbeat in your belly. It's good. That's what we want. We want to attract blood flow into the pelvis, into the core muscles, and create new circulation to help turn on new muscles, strengthen the muscles. And take 2 more deep breaths. You can switch the stack of your hands. And as you continue to breathe, just bringing awareness into any sensations you might feel. And on your next inhale, slowly flip over onto your back like a pancake and step both feet to the mat, setting up for almost like bridge. Heels are about hips width apart. Palms are facing down alongside your hips. We'll do 3 bridge lifts to stretch this abdominal cavity, right? So as we're trying to strengthen these muscles, we also need to create space for the muscle tissue for growth. Inhale, lift your hips up and press your heels into the mat, press them away. Exhale to lower. Good. This time, inhale to lift your hips up. Press your belly outward as you're inhaling. Exhale to soften the belly, lower the hips down. One more. Inhale, lift the hips up. Good. Keep pressing the belly out. Now press down into the pelvic floor, almost like you're trying to go pee. Good. Exhale to lower your hips down. Good. Bring your knees and feet up like you're lying on your back in chair pose. Round your low back, so you're imprinting your low back down into the mat. Now let's start with this activation that we're going to carry through class. Think of your hip points as magnets pulling together. Hug your belly button in and down. Maybe hug your sit bones together, reach your arms up. So this is active. The lower abdominal cavity is active. Point your toes, take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your left toes to the ground, right hand reaches back behind you. Inhale to lift everything up. Exhale, drop your right toes, left arm reaches back. Good. Keep hugging your belly button in and down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand, left foot. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right foot, hand. Inhale, I'll reach up. One more to each side. Exhale, lower. Keep hugging the belly button down. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, back up. Good. And send your feet up towards the ceiling. Point and flex. Roll out the ankles for a moment. And bring your hands alongside your hips, palms facing down. Point your toes. And again, hug the belly button in, down. Pull your hip points together. We're trying to propriocept that TVA. As you exhale, kick your toes up. So you're lifting your hips up off the ground. You can use your hands as leverage. Take 5 pumps up. Continue to breathe. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Now stay here. Low back pressing down to the ground. Activate the TVA. Hug your sit bones together. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower your feet down to the ground, maintaining your low back pressing into the mat. Keep it going. Notice where it starts to lift. And then hug your knees into your chest. And maybe roll out, making circles around your tailbone in either direction. Then begin to rock up and down the spine, and we'll come into all fours. Oh, I feel that. All right. Pad my knees here. I can move the blanket away. Setting up in all fours, tuck your toes, grip the ground, begin to arch at the low back. Lift your head up, allow that abdominal cavity to stretch. As you exhale, untuck your toes, round the back, tuck your chin to your chest. Now here is where we try to activate. So suction everything up like that core setting action. Hug your hip points together, pull the belly button back, and exhale to round, to arch, release everything. Good. Now round back, tuck your chin to your chest. Good. Inhale to arch and look up. Exhale to round. Suction everything up. Inhale to arch. Good. Every opportunity to suction everything up, every pose, it is an opportunity to activate this TVA. And what's really interesting is to notice how that activation changes depending on what pose you're in. Let's do one more. And coming back through cow-shaped spine. So you arch your back, hips are lifted, grip the ground, straighten out your arms. So you're sending your chest back towards your knees. Begin to float your knees up off the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press it back, down dog. And pedal the legs. Rock your hips from side to side. And your next inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot inside your right thumb. Come on, finger tops. Squeeze your fingers together like you're one of those claw vending machines trying to squeeze together. Bend the back knee, tuck your tailbone down towards the mat, round the upper back like you're trying to come into cat-shaped spine. Good. Now here is where we try to activate the TVA. So suction everything up from the pelvic floor, pull the hip points together. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to plant your hands, step it back to down dog. And inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale your left foot inside your left thumb. Come on to finger tops, squeeze together. Bend into the back knee, tuck your tailbone, round the back. Good. Now suction up. Hug your belly button back towards your spine. Notice that activation. Can you feel it stronger now? Take a deep breath in. Exhale to plant your hands, step it back, down dog. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, tent your fingers and walk back towards your feet. And inhale to walk forward. Exhale to walk back. Now this time when you inhale, walk forward, maintain that suctioning up into the belly button. Notice how this action shifts in the body. Does it get easier or harder? Notice that connection into the rest of the body, and then step back up to down dog. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slow walk to the front of the mat and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You have blocks here, you can use them, or otherwise soft knees or tinted fingers. And in your halfway lift, let's find that same activation. So pull the sit bones together, suction up into the belly button, almost like you're trying to create a concave in the lower abdomen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, suction up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway. Good. Exhale, fold. Slow yourself to stand, arms by your side, Tadasana. Just take a moment just to notice where you feel that energy. How does that connect? How does this lower abdominal energy connect into the rest of the body? Inhale, reach your arms up, interlace your fingers, flip the grip. Get a little back bend to let that feel good. Stretch the front side of the body. As you exhale, hug the belly button in, stand up straight. Big breath. Exhale, soft knees, arms wide, bow forward, fold. Inhale to halfway lift, suction up. Exhale, left foot steps back. Good. So now you're back in low lunge. Bend the left knee, tuck your tailbone, round the back. Fingertips are tented. Take a deep breath in. Sweep your arms back behind you, palms facing down. And press into that front heel to lift you up a little higher. Now suction everything up. Sweep your arms up, high lunge. Big breath in. Nice. Exhale, lower your hands to frame the front foot, straighten through both legs, pyramid. Release the activation now. Right? Understanding what the activation is also understanding that contrast of feeling it. On your next inhale, rebend into the front knee, plant your hands, sweep your right leg back and up, three-legged dog. Inhale. And exhale, step your right foot inside your right thumb. Come on to fingertips. Bend the back knee, tuck your tailbone, round the back. Suction up, sweep arms back, palms facing down. Good. Now look forward, bend the back knee, inhale. Exhale to step it forward, chair. Sweep your arms up. Lift your toes, suction everything up. Good. Exhale to stand, Tadasana, arms by your side. Awesome. Inhale, reach up, look up, palms touch, interlace, flip the grip. Exhale, arms wide, soft knees, bow forward, fold. Inhale to halfway lift, suction everything up. And exhale, fingertips down, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Bend the back knee, tuck the tailbone, round the back. And so you've got that setup. Now create that suctioning action. Hug the hip bones together. Pull the belly button back. Reach your arms back, palms facing down. Maybe press into the front heel to give you a little bit more height. Good. Sweep your arms up. High lunge. Inhale. Nice. Exhale. Plant your hands to frame the front foot. Sweep your left leg back and up. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. Step your left foot inside your left. Bend the back knee. Tuck the tailbone. Round the back. Good. Now create that vacuuming action. Corset. Imagine that corset suctioning up. Reach your arms back. Palms facing down. Bend into that back knee as you look forward. Inhale. Exhale to step it forward, chair. Sweep your arms up, lift your toes up, suction everything up. Good. Exhale to bow forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up, palms touch, flip the grip. Get that back and stretch the abdominal cavity a little bit. Good. Exhale to bow, soft knees, arms wide, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, fingers in line with your toes, bend your knees, look forward. And this is an opportunity to find light. So if you suction everything up, put the weight into your fingers as you hop back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. It's hard when you have to hop over a dog. Take 3 breaths here. Maybe take a mental scan from your fingers to your toes and notice all of these muscles have to work together to connect into one another. Good. Your next inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot to your right thumb. Bend the back knee, tuck your tailbone. Good. Round the back, suction everything up, reach your arms back. Inhale, reach up, high lunge. Bend the back knee more so you can come more into that Michael Jackson, pulling everything in and up. Inhale. And exhale to open arm twist to the big breath in. Exhale the cartwheel your hands back down, step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale to ripple forward through the spine, coming to plank. Exhale through bent knees, arch your back, press back down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot inside your left thumb, bend the back knee, tuck your tailbone, round your back, reach your arms back. Good. Suction everything up as you sweep your arms up. High lunge, inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Keep suctioning up. Notice how it changes when you change the position. Inhale. Exhale the cartwheel your hands back down. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. As you exhale, walk your fingertips back towards your feet. I'm going to do something funky here a little bit. So plant your hands about a foot in front of your feet. Claw the ground with your hands. So all that weight is going to go into your fingertips. As you inhale, you're going to lean forward into your fingertips. Your shoulders are going to come past your fingernails. Tuck your chin to your chest. Lift your heels up. Suction everything up here to hop your feet forward towards your hands. Again, plant your hands about a foot and a half. You'll play with what works for you and your anatomy. Claw the ground, lean forward, lift your heels, tuck your chin, suction everything up, hop forward. Find some lightness again until you get to the top of the mat. Nice. When you get to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And inhale, rise to stand, reach up, look up, palms touch, flip the grip, get the back bend. Exhale to bow, forward fold. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, bend the knees, look forward, suction everything up, find that connection from the pelvic floor into your fingertips to hop back chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Nice. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot inside your right thumb, bend the back knee, tuck the tailbone, round the back, sweep your arms back, suction everything up. Awesome. Reach your arms up, high lunge. Inhale, and exhale to open up warrior 2. Bend into the front knee. Good. Tuck your tailbone down towards the mat. Find that suctioning action so you find that lightness in the upper body. As you inhale, straighten through the front right leg, reach your arms up. As you exhale, sweep your shoulders, rebend into the front knee, push your hands away from you. So you're trying to get into that flexion of the wrist so your fingernails are coming back towards your forearms. Inhale to straighten and reach. Exhale, sweep, push away, find resistance. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, sweep, push. Awesome, big breath in. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior, bend into the front knee. Inhale. Exhale, side angle, right forearm on right thigh, or you can get the block down here inside of your right foot. Reach your left arm up, reach it over your ear. Now tuck your tailbone down away from you. Try and find that suctioning action in this pose. It might be a little harder to propriocept that. Big breath in. Good. Exhale to unwind it. Plant the hands, flip the back toes up, step your right foot back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground, set up for Sphinx pose. So your forearms are planted onto the mat. Claw the ground with your hands. Good. Pull your hands back towards your belly button and send your chest forward. So getting into Sphinx here. Inhale. As you exhale, begin to round, coming into cat-shaped spine. Press the tops of your feet down to the mat. Lift your hips up, chin to chest. Good. Inhale to arch and look up. It's almost like cat, cow, and Sphinx. Exhale to round. Notice how that connection from your feet and your hands into your core. Inhale, arch and look up. Good. Exhale to round. Hug and suction it up. Good. Inhale to arch. We'll do one more. The more you do it, the more you can propriocept what you're doing. Exhale to round, suction everything up, pull everything into your core. Good. Exhale to lower back down. Slide your hands alongside your low ribs. Press up through all fours, tuck your toes, arch your back, and come into down dog. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot inside your left thumb. Bend your back knee, tuck your tailbone, round your back. Suction everything up, pull the hip points together, pull the belly button together, back towards your spine, reach your arms back, sweep them up, high lunge. Big breath in. And exhale to open up warrior two. And set up your warrior two. Tuck your tailbone now down towards the mat. Suction everything up to find lightness in the upper body. Good. As you inhale, straighten through the front leg, reach your arms up. Exhale, sweep your shoulders, rebend, push, find some resistance here. Good. Inhale to straighten and reach. Exhale, sweep and push. One more. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, sweep and push away from you. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Bend into the front knee, inhale. Exhale, side angle, left forearm on left thigh, or you can bring the block to the inside of the left foot, and then reach your right arm up, sweep it over your ear. Tuck your tailbone away from you down towards the back of the mat. Find that suctioning here. Maybe it goes more towards one side. Just bring your awareness into that. Big breath in. Exhale to cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Flip the back toes up. Step your left foot back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And take 3 breaths. Maybe visualize your frontal hip bones pulling together. Notice what you feel. Notice what you notice to create a connection into your physical body. And on your next inhale, bend your knees deeply. So you're bringing your chest towards your knees. Look forward, claw. We're going to come into 3 donkey kicks. And we're going to focus on the exhale, suction up and hop. So it'd be inhale, exhale, completely suction and hop to kick your heels. Good. Exhale, suction, hop. Exhale, suction, hop. The last one, exhale to suction, hop, and hop towards the front of the mat. Whew. Nice. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to bow, forward fold. And inhale, rise to stand, reach up, look up. Interlace the fingers, flip the grip, get the back bend. And after all that activation, allow yourself to create space here. Exhale, soft knees, arms wide, bow, forward fold. Inhale to sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. And sit deeply into your knees. Notice the lower abdomen. Notice that space between your hip points. Good. Now lift your toes and begin that suctioning up from the pelvic floor. Hug the hip points together, pull the belly button back. Notice that activation pulling up from your toes. Big breath in, nice. Exhale to bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, fingers in line with your toes, bend your knees deeply, look forward. On the exhale, suction and hop back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. Next, inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot inside your right thumb. Bend the back knee, tuck your tailbone, round the back. Suction up, reach your arms back. Good, inhale to rise to high lunge. Tuck your tailbone even more. Big breath in. Exhale to open arm twist to the right. Good, continue suctioning up. Big breath. Exhale to cartwheel your hands open, warrior two. Bend into the front knee, inhale. Flip both palms, so you're supinating your hands, your palms upward. And like you're flowing through water, we're gonna breathe, inhale. Exhale to reverse warrior. Keep flowing, inhale back to warrior two. Exhale to reverse. Inhale back. Exhale to reverse. Inhale, come forward like you're coming into side angle, reaching your right arm forward. Bring your left arm parallel, side angle. Inhale. Good. Exhale to straighten into your front leg, triangle. Inhale to rebend. Exhale to straighten. Now tuck your tailbone. Find that suctioning. Inhale, rebend. Exhale to straighten. Inhale, rebend. Really nice. Exhale to straighten. This time, inhale to rebend. Plant your hands in the front foot, flip back toes up. Plant your hands, step your right foot back to plank. In plank, hug your hands towards your feet, feet towards your hands, pull everything into the core. Exhale to push away from one another. And so only you can feel that. No one can see that isometric. Inhale to hug everything towards the core. Exhale to push away. Inhale to hug it in. Exhale to push away. Bend your knees, press back, down dog. Nice. On your next inhale, your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot inside your left thumb. Bend the back knee, tuck your tailbone, round your back, sweep your arms back. Suction everything up. Inhale, sweep your arms up, high lunge. Good, tuck your tailbone even more. So you open arm twist to the left. Find that suctioning, pull the hip bones together. Inhale. Exhale to cartwheel your hands open, warrior two. Good, flip the palms, so you're supinating your hands facing upward and like we're flowing through water. Inhale. Exhale to reverse. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, forward. Exhale, reverse. This time, inhale, come forward. Reach like you're going into side angle. Bring your right hand parallel to your left. Big breath in. Exhale to straighten into triangle. Good. Inhale to rebend. Exhale to straighten. Now tuck your tailbone. Find that suctioning action of pulling your hip bones together. Exhale to rebend. Inhale to straighten. Good. Exhale to rebend. Plant your hands, flip the back toes up. Step your left foot back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to lower all the way down to the ground, coming back into Sphinx. Nice. Plant your hands firmly into the ground. Claw them into the mat so you drag your hands back towards your hips. Reach your sternum forward. Good. Find space in the upper back. And as you exhale, begin to round into the upper back like you're coming into a cat-shaped spine. Pressing the tops of your feet, lift your hips up, pull everything into the core. Notice that connection from your feet to your hands through your core. Exhale. Good. Inhale to arch and look up. Exhale to round. Chin to chest. Suction everything up. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Inhale, arch. These look really good. Exhale. Head inhale, coming back through Sphinx. One more time. And then press yourself up, coming through all fours. Tuck your toes, arch your back, press back, down dog. Take 3 breaths in down dog. Take a scan of the connection from your fingers into your toes through the core. It's not just about the abs, again, although it's nice, but it's about the strength and the mobility that it gives the rest of your body. Good. Walk your hands a little bit farther or closer to your feet. This time we're going to come back into those donkey kicks. Sometimes with a little bit less space, it makes it easier. Claw your finger into the ground, bend the knees deeply, look forward. Good. On the exhale, exhale out all the breath, suction everything up, and hop forward. As you hop forward, grip the ground like you're trying to scratch your mat. Big breath. Exhale everything out, suction and hop. Good. Exhale, completely suction. So you're doing that same action of tuck the tailbone, suction everything up, pull your belly button back, find that lightness to hop forward. Good. On the last one, hop it forward to fold. Good. Exhale, suction to hop. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. First, notice the softness in your lower abdomen. Then lift your toes up. Notice how it's pulling up from the ground into your belly. Hug your hip bones together. Pull your belly button back. Big breath in. So bring your weight into your left foot. Slide your right foot up into tree for a moment. Inhale here. Exhale, bend into the standing leg. Slowly step your right foot back to Skandasana. Bend into the right knee. Inhale. Good. Exhale to reverse warrior. Sweep your right arm up and back. Reverse. Inhale. Exhale to come forward to that tilted side. So your arms are floating parallel to the front knee as you bend a knee. Inhale. Exhale to straighten into triangle. Good. Inhale to rebend into both knees. Get a little momentum to lift up into a half moon with no hands. Big breath in. Exhale to square your hips off to warrior three. Catch it. Inhale. Nice. Exhale. Finger tops down. And now plant your hands, claw the ground. Let your shoulders slide past your fingernails as you lift your left heel up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Now find that suctioning action as you lean into your fingers. Good. Exhale to lower your left heel. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lean into your fingers, lift the left heel up, tuck your chin to your chest. Find that suctioning. It's really hard upside down. Exhale to lower. 1 more. Inhale, claw the fingers, lift the left heel, tuck your chin to your chest, suction everything up. Find that core sitting action. Exhale to lower your right foot. Sit back. Chair pose. Woohoo. Lift your toes, pull that energy up, hug your hip bones together, pull your belly button back. Inhale, exhale to stand, Tadasana. Shake it out. And inhale, sit back, chair pose. Find the softness first, then add the toes, pulling that energy up. Bring that awareness into that energy, rising into your belly button. Suction everything up. Good. Bring your weight to your right foot as you slide your left foot up into tree. Inhale. Exhale, bend into your standing legs. Step your left foot back, Skandasana to the left foot. Big breath in. Exhale, rebend into the front knee. Sweep the left arm up. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, come to that tilted side angle. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to rebend into the front knee. Rebend into the back knee. Get a little momentum to lift up into half moon. Inhale. Exhale, square it off to warrior three. Catch it. Awesome. Inhale. Exhale to lower your hands down to the mat. Claw the ground. So we're looking at our fingernails here, turning white. As you lean forward into the fingernails, lift your right heel up, tuck your chin to your chest. Now find that suctioning up. Exhale to lower the right heel. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Suction. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale to lift. Suction. And exhale, lower your left foot. Sit back, chair pose. Lift toes. Exhale to stand, Tadasana. Allow the energy to flow back down. Right, we pulled all that energy up, suctioning everything up. Give it a moment to flow back down. Awesome. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, arms wide, soft knees, bow forward, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, completely suction, knee forward into your fingernails and hop back, Chaturanga. The more you lean forward, the more you suction, the more lightness you'll find. And press back down dog. The more lightness you find because you're putting that weight into your fingernails, into your upper body. Take a deep breath in, bend your knees deeply, look forward. Exhale out all the breath. Suction up, hop forward, fold. Inhale to half lift, suction. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back, chair pose. Utkatasana. Good. First find softness, then lift the toes, pull the energy up. Hug your hip points together. Pull the belly button back. Inhale. Exhale, bring your weight to your left foot. Slide your right foot up into tree. Catch it for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, bend into the standing leg as you step your right foot back, Skandasana, to the back knee. Big breath here. Exhale to pivot towards the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, left knee into your chest. Good. Lean forward, bend into the standing leg as you kick your left leg back to warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, slowly land your left foot to the back of the mat. Pivot back forward as you sweep your right arm up, reverse warrior. Inhale, get a stretch in the left side of the abdominal cavity. Good. Exhale, come into that tilted side angle. Bend into the front knee, tuck your tailbone. Inhale. Exhale to straighten. Inhale to rebend. Exhale to straighten. This time, inhale, rebend into both knees and push up into that half moon, no hands. Inhale. Good. Exhale to square it off. Warrior three, catch it. Suction everything up. This is all TVA. Good. Exhale, fingertips down, or maybe grab blocks here. Good. Lift your right leg up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Hug your belly button in and up. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring your right knee into your chest, kick your right foot forward. Coming into this pistol squat. Inhale to back up to standing split. Exhale, suction, and kick your right foot forward. Good. Inhale, back up to standing split. Exhale, suction, and kick your right foot forward. Nice. Inhale, back up. Right leg up, plant your hands, claw the ground, lean forward, lift the left heel, tuck your chin to your chest, find that suctioning, push the ground away. Exhale, right foot next to your left, sit back, chair pose. Whew. Lift the toes, pull that energy up, suction everything up. Inhale, exhale to stand, Tadasana, arms by your side. Inhale, sit back, chair pose. Last side, you got this. Pull the toes up, suction everything up, hug the hip bones together, sit bones together, pull up towards your belly button, pull your belly button back, bring your weight into your right leg, sweep your left leg up to the tree. Inhale, exhale, bend into your standing leg, step your left foot back, Skandasana, the back knee. Inhale. Good. Exhale to pivot around towards the back. Good. Bring your right knee up into your chest to stand. Inhale. Exhale, bend the standing leg, tilt forward, kick your right leg back. Warrior three, breath in. Exhale to land it, pivot forward, sweep your left arm up. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, come into that tilted side angle. Inhale to straighten to triangle. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to rebend into both knees. Get a little momentum, maybe hop, hop into half moon. Pivot down towards the mat, the warrior three. Inhale. It's look awesome. Exhale, grab the blocks. Forward fold with the left leg lifted, standing split. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, suction everything up. Left knee to chest, kick your left foot forward for this squat. I'm gonna kick the chair. Inhale to back up. Good. Exhale, everything else. Suction, left knee to chest, kick it forward. Nice. Inhale, back up. Last one, exhale. Completely suction everything up. Kick the left foot forward. Good. Inhale, back up. Plant your hands, claw the ground, lift the right heel up, chin to chest. Find that core setting action, push the ground away. Exhale, left foot next to your right, sit back chair. Lift your toes up, pull the energy up. Exhale, Tadasana, allow the energy to move down. Good. Big breath in, reach your arms up, interlace your fingers, flip the grip, find that back bend. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll yourself up to stand. Tadasana, nice. All right, we're gonna play with handstand with everything that we've learned so far. So we're really focusing on activating the TVA here. And if you have a chair nearby, I want to offer you, because you can just kick up into handstand using these actions, but I find that a lot of the times it's hard to focus on what you should be doing when you're focused on not falling on your face. So if you have a chair or a stool nearby, or you can do the L shape at the wall. We'll just reorganize for a moment. I find that it's really great to get up into, like, you're prepping for a handstand. Ooh, spider. You're prepping for a handstand. Step your feet up onto a chair to get parallel here, so that first you can play with going into your fingernails, getting that weight of your shoulder over your fingers. Then you lift one foot at a time, just like we were doing on the mat, finding that suction lean forward to play with those actions one by one before just kicking up. So if you want to play with that for a few breaths, but again, it's not the focus. Or I can just sit on this chair because this is nice. The focus, I mean, yeah, it's great to get up into handstand and it feels good, but the focus is to propriocept this TVA. Propriocept your pelvic floor up into your belly button, from your pubic bone to your belly button. How can you suction that up so that you find lightness in your hands? Nice. Elena, maybe bring the chair closer to the wall so you have a little bit more space, or less space. So your feet are closer. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Good. And then think of connecting, finding that connection from your fingers into your core, into your toes as you lift up, right? Finding that suctioning, focus just on the suctioning up to lift up. Right, and if you get up, you kick up onto the wall, land on the wall for a moment, maybe bend one knee at the wall so one foot is on the wall, and just find that suctioning. Work on activating and releasing. Visualize your hip points like magnets pulling together, belly button pulling back. Right? It's that mula bandha of suctioning up. Push the ground away. Claw your fingers. There's so many actions here. We could spend months on just these little actions. And go for it one more time. Level 2. It's also a good way to stimulate circulation. You could just be at the wall bending one knee and then finding that suctioning. I find when I suction, I just like float off the wall. But to find that activation is really difficult. I'm still working on it. Whew, really nice. Really, really nice. All right, let's come into child's pose for a moment. Knees wide, big toes touching. Sit your hips back. And as you inhale, sweep your right hand back, reach it up, lift your hips up, reach forward, exhale, back to child's. Good. Inhale, sweep the left, reach up. Good. And then push it back, child. Inhale, right. Exhale, child. Inhale, sweep back, left. Exhale, child. This time, inhale, right, sweep up, stay up, plant your right hand, kickstand your right foot out to the right, send your left foot to the mat, reach your left arm up and open. So you can cactus your left arm open, get in from the pubic bone up into the rib cage. So that's all connective tissue. So even if we're trying to isolate just the TVA, it's into everything. Big breath. Exhale to lower back down to child's. Inhale, sweep the left up and over, stay up, plant your left hand, kickstand the left foot out to the left, send your right foot to the back of the mat, Reach your right arm up. Good. Exhale to cactus open. Find that stretch from the right side all the way up into the rib cage. Inhale. Good. Exhale to sit it back to child's. And take a scan from your fingers into your core. And next inhale, come to sit up, lean over to one side, send your feet out in front of you. If you have that blanket handy, this will be really nice. Step your right foot over your left, so it's on the outside of your left leg, and take that blanket or bolster that you had before, tuck it just in that same abdominal cavity between, right, so that when you lift your right knee up, it's kind of shoved in there. I'm not going to get into this as deep, but you guys, you'll get it. All right. Hug your right knee with your left hand. Reach your right arm up and back behind you to come into the twist. What I want you to do is inhale to lift up. And as you exhale to twist to the right, hug your right knee in. Use the right knee as leverage to pull the blanket into the abdominal cavity. So as we strengthened and worked it through the class, now we want to release, bringing back blood flow to generate new muscle growth and tissue. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to twist. Squeeze the right knee into your chest. Good. Big breath in. Exhale to slowly unwind it. And step your left foot outside your right. Move that blanket into that left hip crease area. And with your right hand, hug the left knee into your chest. Reach your left arm back behind you, behind your low back. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to hug your right knee in and twist. So use that as leverage into the twist. So inhale tall. Exhale, squeeze and twist, or hug and twist. Do again. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to squeeze your left knee in and twist. And one more breath. As you exhale, slowly unwind and move that blanket out of the way and come to lie on your back, sitting back up into bridge. Heels about hips width apart onto the mat. Inhale to lift your hips up and release your fingers behind your low back. Walk your shoulder blades together as much as you can. And press your heels down into the mat to lift your hips up a little higher. And lift your sternum towards your chin. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale to tap your hips down. Soften the belly. Inhale to lift the hips, expand the belly, push out, down into the pelvic floor. Exhale to soften the belly, soften the hips back down. One more. Inhale to lift the hips, expand into the belly, down into the pelvic floor. Woo. Exhale to release your hands, lower your hips back down. Walk your feet out the width of the mat and knock your knees in for a moment. Rest your hands on the front of your hip bones here, your ASIS. Creating a new neuromuscular pattern. As you breathe, my connection from your fingers into your core, into your lower abdomen. Next inhale, walk your feet back together, hug your knees into your chest. Interlace your hands behind your head to lift your head and neck up off the ground slightly. Hug your belly button down so you're imprinting the low back onto the mat. Keep your right knee into your chest, straighten out your left leg in front of you to a hug. Keep hugging the belly button down so that the low back stays down. Bring your left elbow to your right knee. Inhale. Exhale to switch. The focus here is hugging the belly button down. Keep switching with breath, moving slowly, really nice. Maintain the low back, pressing down onto the ground. Take 4 more to each side. Focus on breath, connection, and movement into the core. Nice. Last round. Lower your head, reach your toes up, palms facing down. Wiggle your toes, roll out your ankles in both directions. Now, send your toes back slightly towards your face, so your low back is really imprinting down. Hug the bones together, curl up towards your pubic bone. Good. Now hug your hip points together and pull back down towards your belly button. This almost like a circular action, pulling everything in towards your spine. Good. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower your feet down to a hover. Maintain all of that. Low back should not lift up. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower to a hover. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower to a hover. Keep that suctioning action. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower to a hover. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Hug your knees into your chest. You can bring your knees out wide and make circles around your tailbone in both directions. Nice. And slowly walk your feet down to the mat, letting your toes go out wide. And rest your hands where they feel comfortable. Rest them on your hip bones there. Releasing any muscle activation. Bring your gaze to the space between your brows as you soften into the connection of your breath in Shavasana. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your awareness back into the body. Step 1 foot to the mat at a time. Knock your knees from side to side. And then roll over to your right side, taking a pause before pushing up into a comfortable seat. We're going to close with a few rounds of pelvic floor breathing. If you're lying down, you can stay lying down. It's also a great place to do this. The beauty of Zoom. I've fallen asleep before. Sitting up tall, palms resting face down on your knees. Inhale, belly expands, extending down to the pelvic floor. Continue the breath up into the rib cage and out, and continue up into the collarbone. As you exhale, soften the collarbone, soften the rib cage, soften the belly down, hug your sit bones together, pull them up towards your pubic bone, pull your belly button back towards your spine, and release. Inhale, belly out, pull down into the pelvic floor, and continue the breath out into the rib cage. up into the collarbone. Exhale to soften the collarbone, soften rib cage, belly softens back in, hug your sit bones together, pull them up towards your pubic bone, pull the belly button back and release. Last one, inhale, belly expands, down into the pelvic floor, out into the rib cage, up into the collarbone. Exhale, soften the collarbone, rib cage, belly soften, sit bones hug together, pull up towards the pubic bone, pull back into the spine, release. Take a moment to observe. Observe the connection that you made into your own body and the connections you continue to make on and off the mat. Bring your hands together at heart center, bowing inwards slightly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to hide out the mouth. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. I know that was a lot of linear thinking there, but I hope you found it interesting and I hope you have a great weekend.